sticks stay.
Hi, I'm Paul. Psych, now you already know, it's your boy Fly Chance. Oh my god! What's good, YouTube? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Fly Chance, and I'm back with another video. And as y'all can see, in this video, I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make the official Jayson Tatum build in NBA 2K21. Now, for position, Jayson Tatum currently starts at power forward, but in my opinion, he's more of a small forward. You know, he's only 6'8". The only reason why he starts at power forward is so that the Celtics can have all their guys in the starting lineup. Now, I will let you guys know, if you care about the shades of screen that pops up at the end when it says you have built, you know, whatever archetype you have, and then the 3 players that pop up, Jayson Tatum will only pop up if you make this build a power forward. I'm gonna go with the small forward, but if you make this build the exact same way that I do, but you make him a power forward, Jayson Tatum's name will pop up at the end. So I'm going with small forward. He's right-handed and his number is 0. So let's move on. Now for the pie chart, Jayson Tatum's best 2 skills, in my opinion, are his shooting. You know, he can get to any place he wants on a court and pull up and make it. It don't matter if it's from deep, you know, a regular 3-pointer, or in the midi. You know, it don't matter if it's a floater, layup, or dunk. He's getting to any spot that he wants. And you know, another thing is his ball handling. In my opinion, he's a top 3 ball handling small forward in today's NBA. You know, his handle, it really lets him get wherever he wants on the court, man. It's kind of crazy. You know, and in that Sixers Celtics first round matchup, he was looking kind of unguardable. I'm not even about to lie. But yeah, for me, his biggest 2 strengths are his shooting and his playmaking. So I'm going with the shooting and playmaking pie chart. Now for physicals, since we have sharpshooting in our build, our physicals are automatically going to be trash. So I feel like you have to go with the speed based pie chart in order to balance it out. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the first pie chart that prioritizes speed and acceleration. Now for setting your potential, what you're going to want to do is max out your close shot, max out your drive and layup, and max out your drive and dunk. So therefore you have the big 3 when it comes to finishing in 2K. Now for shooting, you're going to want to max your mid-range shot, max your 3-point shot, go ahead and max your free throw too, and we're going to come back to post fade later. For playmaking, you're going to want to max your pass accuracy, max your ball handling, and we're going to come back to post moves later. Now for defending, this is all personal preference. I'm going to go ahead and max out the perimeter defense and the lateral quickness. I'm going to max out the steal as well. And I'm going to go down and max out the defensive rebounding too. And now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to upgrade the offensive rebounding until I have 7 defending and rebounding badge upgrades. If you feel like you don't need 7, then go ahead and take it off and just stay with 5. But for me, I feel like I need 7 in order to play comfortably on this game. So I'm going with 7 defending and rebounding badge upgrades. So now you have 37 badge upgrades left. 37 attribute upgrades left. So you can go ahead and put on your finishing if you really want. You only get 1 more badge upgrade, so I feel like it's not really worth it, especially in 2K. You know, 2 bronze badges, I mean, I guess, but it's no real difference besides 1. So I feel like with these 37 attribute upgrades remaining, you can do something way better. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simultaneously upgrade my post fade and my post moves at the same time to try to get the most even amount of badges for my shooting and playmaking. So once I go up a little bit over here, you know, I get 22 on the playmaking. Now I have 8 remaining. If you want, see, when you go ahead and add the rest to your shooting, nothing happens. You don't get an extra badge upgrade. But when you add those remaining 8 to your playmaking, you get 1 more playmaking badge upgrade. So this is what my attribute upgrades will look like. You got 1 finishing badge upgrade, 22 shooting, 23 playmaking, and 7 defending / rebounding. So let's move on. Now for body type, you know, Jayson Tatum, I guess he's a strong guy, but body shape wise, he's pretty average build. This is all personal preference though, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with the solid body shape. Now Jayson Tatum is listed at 6'8", but when you go up to 6'8", your speed goes down by 4, your acceleration goes down by 4, and your vertical goes down by 2. And plus, look at your ball handling when you only go up by 1 inch in height. You only have a 70 ball handling. Now in 2K, you gotta have a 70 ball handling in order to get to tier 2 dribble moves. So if you're planning to go 6'8" and max wingspan, you will not get the tier 2 dribble moves because you have a 69 ball handling. Now for 6'8", you know, when you max your wingspan this year, your ball handling only goes down by 1. So you'll be looking at a 75 ball handling, so you can still get the tier 2 dribble moves. And plus, if you have playmaking or slashing takeover, your ball handling goes up by 10, so you'll be able to momentum dribble, especially if you plan on hitting 99 overall. So for me, I'm going with 6'7". In my opinion, the 6'7" to 6'8" height in real life is not really that big of a difference, and I feel like the pros just outweigh the cons of going 6'7". Now for the weight, you know, like I said, since you have sharpshooting in your build, your physicals are automatically going to be trash. So for me, the highest that I would go in weight is 205 pounds. But for me, I ended up just going all the way down to minimum weight. So you have an 83 speed and 81 acceleration in your strength. That's not really going to matter because the difference between 205 and 180 isn't really that big of a difference in my opinion. And you see your driving layup goes up by 3 by going lowest weight. And your interior defense is trash regardless, so that -2 shouldn't even affect your opinion. So I went with minimum weight 180 pounds. Now for wingspan, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and max mine. You see you have an 81 midi and a 79 3 ball and a 75 ball handling. For me, that's good. You know, if you use boost and you plan on hitting a 99, then your mid-range and 3-point is looking mid-80s, bro. It's looking mid-80s. And Mike Wang said you only need mid-70s to high 70s to be able to shoot consistently this year. But if you don't want your stuff to drop below 80, I know, I get it, I guess you don't plan on hitting 99 overall, you're not really a big boost kind of guy, then the lowest I would go for wingspan is 87.0. But I'm gonna go ahead and max it. I feel like that's the only choice. So yeah, I'm maxing the wingspan. Now for takeover, this is all personal preference. Like I said, if you choose playmaking or slashing takeover, you get the +10 to your ball handling, so you'll be able to momentum dribble. But this is a Jayson Tatum build, you know, so it really came down to spot up shooter and shot creating takeover. Most of you probably thinking Jayson Tatum has shot creating takeover because he's just an incredible player offensively when it comes to shooting shots off the dribble, get anywhere he wants on the court at any time. But when you actually get down to it and watch some of his games, when he's just in a mode, you know, when he's just making everything he shoots, most of his shots come from the 3-point line. It don't matter if it's off a screen, you know, dribble, pull up, or off the catch. Most of his heat check shots come off 3-pointers, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with sharpshooting takeover. So now it says you have built a mid-range facilitator. I think that's pretty accurate of Jayson Tatum. You know, the facilitator comes from the playmaking that he has, and mid-range, you know, in 2K, when it puts mid-range in your build, that pretty much just means that you're a shot creator. I have shades of Latrell Sprewell, Gordon Hayward, and Chris Middleton. Like I said, if I made this build the exact same way, but I made him a power forward, Jayson Tatum would be the first player to pop up in the shades up. So let's go ahead and move on. Set your overall for testing. You know, of course, we're gonna go with 99 overall. Now for the finishing badges, you only have one. I'd probably go ahead and put it on bronze fancy footwork, because fancy footwork was one of the most OP badges in the game last year, and if you didn't have it on at all, then your hop steps were very slow, you know, bumbled out of control. So I feel like if you put it on bronze, it'll give you a little boost to the speed. So this is what my finishing badge layout will look like. Next, for shooting, you have Hall of Fame badges on here as well. So I would go with Hall of Fame range extender. And I know that Jayson Tatum's badges would probably look different in real life, but this is 2K. I'm trying to give y'all boys the secret to success when it comes to shooting badges in 2K. So I would go with Hall of Fame range extender. Somehow it helps you with every single shot in the game. It doesn't matter if it's a regular 3 or a regular midi. Range extender is gonna pop up regardless. I go Hall of Fame hot zone hunter, Hall of Fame green machine, and Hall of Fame deadeye. Now with the remaining 6, this all depends on if you are a spot up player, which I would probably do something like this if I was a spot up player. But if you're a player who's gonna always have the ball in your hands, I'd probably go with Hall of Fame difficult shots. And now since you have 2 remaining, this is a Jayson Tatum build, so I'm gonna go ahead and put deep fades on, man. You know, Jayson Tatum's turnaround jumpers are pretty crazy in real life. Simply unguardable, man. That's all I gotta say. So this is what my shooting badge layout will look like with 22 potential upgrades. Now, playmaking. I would have, you know, you have to go with Hall of Fame quick first step, especially since you have a 75 ball handling. Hall of Fame quick first step makes up for it. In my opinion, it's the most overpowered badge in the game. I'll go a Hall of Fame handles for days if you're planning on being the main primary ball handler. Now I'd probably go bronze unpluggable, because a lot of people said bronze unpluggable was the same as Hall of Fame last year. You know, if you don't believe in that, you can go ahead and put on Hall of Fame if you want, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on bronze. You know, a lot of people choose between ankle breaker and tight handles. I'm gonna go ahead and put ankle breaker on. This is a Jayson Tatum build, so I'm gonna put space creator on to get some separations when I do my dribble moves and my hop step pull-ups. And now you have 6 remaining. If you really want, you can go Hall of Fame floor general or Hall of Fame dimer, or you can go both. It's all up to you. I'm gonna go ahead and put the 4 on floor general, so I have Hall of Fame floor general, and now you have 2 potential upgrades left. I would probably go bronze bailout and bronze needle threader. And if you want to put tight handles on so bad, bro, you can go ahead and put it on bronze and take one away from ankle breaker. But I'm gonna leave it on ankle breaker. So now you have bronze unpluggable, Hall of Fame quick first step, space creator, handles for days, floor general, and all of that. So this is what my playmaking badge layout would look like. And if y'all wondering why I put needle threader on, a lot of times when you pass the ball down court and you do long distance bounce passes or any passes in general, needle threader comes up. And bailout is one of the most essential badges in the game. Y'all know if you try to shoot and then pass out, 9 times out of 10 it's going out of bounds, man. So I feel like bronze bailout will help you out a little bit when it comes to that. So this is what my playmaking badge layout will look like. Now last but certainly not least, we got the defense and rebounding badges, man. I'd probably go gold clamps, gold intimidator, and you have 1 available upgrade remaining. You know, if you plan on playing the big out park with this build, which I don't recommend since your interior defense and strength is pretty bad, you can go ahead and put bronze rebound chaser on. But if you're going to be playing the 2 at park or the 3 at rec or pro-am, I'd probably put bronze pickpocket on, you know, help you get some steals since you already have long arms to begin with and your steal rating is like a 75. So I would go with gold clamps, gold intimidator, and bronze pickpocket. So this is what my defense and rebounding badge upgrade will look like. So yeah, this pretty much wraps up my video. I'm not going to show you guys gameplay of me playing against the CPU because I know that is boring, man. Trust me, I know. So yeah, this pretty much wraps up my video. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, man. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, man. I know you want to. But yeah, man, subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below in the comments if y'all like this build. I want to hear all y'all thoughts and feedback. But alright, y'all, man, I'm out. Stay fly.